Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Friday the 9th of August 2019. Thanks for joining me. I'm using the Connolly Tarot for this reading. Let's have a look at what the cards want you to be aware of and what energy you'll be working with today. The King of Pentacles, Judgment, Strength. So we have big cards. We have a court card and two major arcana cards. So two fundamental things in life are activated. The fact that the universe wants you to live your purpose, wake up, become enlightened, and use your strength that you have been given infinitely and master the beast and master the financial beast, or having an addiction, or a poverty beast, or whether it's the bad health, or the awful, gruesome personal routine of working 80 hours a week, or living somewhere where there are constant ambulances. Those kind of things you can sort out by yourself. That's what the cards are saying today. You totally have a lot of power to change any of your practical circumstances, and that includes your career, the way you make money, your daily routine, the 2-hour commute there to work and back from work, the way your body feels, if you're sick or not, if you never have energy or if you're full of energy. All of that is in question today, and we've got the king here, and we've got the abundance and the flowers, so he's being adored by the culture, by the country. He is celebrated. He's been accepted as the king. He's in charge of everything. He really enjoys being king. He's dressed in yellow, red robes there, and he's a good king. He's blonde, so he has to be good. No. He brings a lot of joy, the yellow, into his reign. And look, his reign looks lovely. It looks yellow and purple and colorful and cheerful. And people are able to listen to their intuition. So he doesn't interfere in people's lives. And it's all nice and structured. And people are all living their best lives. No one's hurting anybody. Everyone's trying to do their best. And that's why there's joy and abundance in this kingdom. And people are able to pursue their passions. There's no judgment. There's no intolerance. There's no criticism. There's just harmony and living together in peace. Judgment. What have we got? It's depicted differently in this deck. So let's figure out what this means. We've got a knight who's taken his helmet off and is reading something, and he has a halo around his head. So instead of using the weapons and fighting, he's reading, and he understands a spiritual truth. Now there's a child there and a worried looking wife in a blue robe. And then we've got a river at the back with an aqueduct kind of bridge. So the judgment card usually is an angel blowing a trumpet, bringing corpses back to life, saying, live what you're supposed to be living, live your purpose, live your dream. Come on, wake up. But here it's simply about informing yourself and being aware and awake, and that can be learned. So there is a practical way of really living your purpose, or getting everything in this area of your life resolved. Like, I'm doing it. I'm reading the book on weight loss. I am reading the book on how to bulk up. I'm reading the book on other possible jobs where I can use my skills and they're transferable, and I can find a job that's 25 hours a week, because that's what I want to work at the moment. And I've got this wish and this desire to work in a certain way, and I'm now going to start doing that on top of what I'm doing, and that's going to change my finances around. So It's a practical way of actually saying, okay, I'm going to enroll, I'm going to take the course, I'm going to start doing it. That's the enlightenment bit, and that can be read. So, we live in the age of Google, so Google it, look it up. Look up a distance learning course, look up the Open University, look up how do I qualify for this role in this area, and how many years does the course take, and are there other places where the course can be done in a year, or can I convert my bachelor's into a master's, or whatever it may be. Okay, this woman is she keeps sticking out at me. She seems so needy and like downtrodden and really just sad. She's in this blue robe. She is kind of someone who is constantly just like grieving. She's got this rubbishy little washcloth on her head, and it's just like, yeah, it's painted that way because it's like she's painted as a sap, as someone who's just a sappy, whiny person who's always in their feelings and who never does anything about it. And a child is hopeless anyway because they have no discipline, or they can't make grown-up decisions, or they can't decide what's going to be good in their future. They're no help, are they? So the way the cards are structured is that making decisions and taking action rather than just feeling things is much more desirable today than just feeling and researching and kind of figuring out what your beliefs, what your truths are, because you already know what you want to do. It's just a matter of doing it and putting the pressure, the actual legwork in. Now the good news is that we've got the eighth card of the major arcana, strength, and she has mastered this beast so easily. She's now sitting there whistling. She's like la di da. So joy. The lion is supposed to represent these inner traumas, these beasts that haunt us, and then we have to use a lot of energy to kind of keep at bay. And sometimes it's our inner strengths that we can ride the lion and we can gallop off into battle, and we have to activate that within ourselves. But this woman, she's like so at ease with her lion. She's just sitting there chilling out, and the lion's looking super relaxed as well with a beautiful mane. So when she needs to get angry and when she needs to fire things up and get things moving, she knows how to do it, and she knows how to do it with joy. Like, there's some people who just are able to get things done and they do it with a smile on their face, whereas other people complicate things or make it seem like, wow, this is so hard. And people like this are just able to like, okay, here's the goal. This is what we're going to do, A, B, C, D, and we'll get there. It'll be great. And people like that are often admired and celebrated by others. The other way around is if she has inner things going on that keep her from mastering her desires when it comes to the King of Pentacles, then she's got the strength to overcome those today. So let's say, I want my financial situations to be sorted. I want a secure source of income. And she just works temp jobs, okay? She works 10 hours as a temp in a bank and then 20 hours as a temp at the supermarket. And she's got 5 hours and 5 hours in temp work in other places. Some weeks she works 10 weeks. No, some weeks she works 10 hours and other weeks she will work 40 hours. And she doesn't have any control over her monthly income because she never knows how much she's going to be required to work with a 0-hour contract, because some weeks they will say, we need you to come in for your 10 hours, or we don't need you to come in. So she can't plan her monthly finances, and that's because she can't face something from her childhood, as an example. Like, she can't face committing to anything because everyone left her as a child. She was abandoned. Her parents got divorced. Everyone did a runner. She couldn't trust anyone. So she just does temp jobs so people don't get to know her. And when it becomes too much, she moves on to other jobs. So she's keeping herself in poverty, in this poverty cycle, by moving from job to job to job. And that's an inner lion that she has to beat. And even that kind of thing, she can say, do you know what, enough with the running. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to find a job that pays well. And I'm going to face this fear of feeling like an outsider, or I have to hide myself, or I don't belong anywhere. It can be significant. If it's like, I'm gonna lose weight today. I feel like, I found the way to lose weight. And I've tried before, but I've lost weight and then I've gained it back, and I've lost weight and I've gained it back. And this is just where my body's at. And also I need food to help me feel better. Like, I'm in pain, like I'm in pain about certain things that happen in my life. Food is like a crutch. It's like a comfort. So yes, I want to lose weight, but I hope I don't have to, like stop eating and, lose that comfort, because that's a major thing I rely on. So you can see that, yes, you can change your life, and with the right information you can do it, but then there's the actual self you have to convince to actually go and do it. So if you see that, like, oh yeah, I comfort eat because I feel the hole in the soul, the feeling of being unloved and unlovable. I fill that hole with food, and I recognize that. I'm now willing to fix that and not eat to feel loved, but to eat healthily. Or if you decide to learn a new course today, or to commit to a job, then you master this inner lion, which is afraid of commitment, and you're going to say, I am going to take this job and be permanent in it and let people get to know me. So anything in the realms of your career, what kind of job you're doing, what kind of company you're in, if you're self-employed, any ways of making money, and there are thousands of ways of doing that. Anything today with your daily routine in your life, anything to do with your body and what you've got planned for it, your health, your looks. You're being enlightened by something that you see today. So a message comes in, you want to do something about it, you immediately want to implement that change because it seems so right to you. You want to do it, but then the reluctance comes, which always comes when you want to change something in your life. The fear, the self-doubt, but it's the only thing I've got. Those kind of fears that I tried to explain and give examples of when I looked at this card. When those come up internally, you're going to be able to handle them super easily and just say, hey, whatever, I feel loved by the universe. I don't need this. So it's easy. Or if the problems are external, so, I want to change jobs, but there aren't any in the local area, so I'm going to move to a different city and find a job there. So I'm going to do that. So even external circumstances that are difficult, you have the strength to handle any of those things. So it's a great day to realize what it is you want to be doing in a physical, earthy, life kind of way. I mean, this is the element of earth. It's your body, it's you, it's your hours, your work, it's what you commit yourself to, it's how you live, it's what you look like, it's what you think of your physical self. And the physical part of us is a big part of us, we are spiritual creatures having a human experience, but we're still human beings. So having mastery over everything human, abundance, health, partnership, whatever, I just want to highlight and emphasize and underline how much of an amazing day this is, because you're going to read something or see something that's just going to say, hey, I have mastery over this, plus I'm being given the strength by the universe to handle this while whistling. It's not even a problem that I have to schlep my way through. It's like, la-di-da, yep, filling in the form, all done, tick, bye-bye, send in the post. It's really easy. So make use of this opportunity you've got today. You're being given something fabulous that will allow you to sort out your whole life if you want. If you don't know what you want to be doing, or if you're interested in what your life purpose is, and you can't get a message, you don't feel like you know what that is, then that's where I come in. Get in touch for a personal reading via the website, gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. And in my personal readings, I use the tarot, I use astrology, and I use numerology. And by taking your date of birth, place of birth, and time of birth, I draw up your natal chart, your birth chart. And that's a blueprint of the sky, or a map of the sky at the moment you were born. If you don't have the time of birth, then order a rectification with me. That's a process of me actually working out the time of birth so I can have the exact picture of when you were born. That shows me what you're talented at when it comes to work. It shows me what your life purpose is and whether it's linked to your career. It shows me what's destined for you in love and money and personal development and spiritual growth and natural good luck, and areas of your life where you're just charmed, and other areas that are just difficult, and how you can change the polarity on those things. Also, what you can do with certain things that are destined for you, because you have free will. You can decide what it is that's going to happen. If you would like a reading with me, if you have any questions, I can answer those as well. Get in touch via the website, gregoryscott.com, and click the readings tab to order the reading. But I've forgotten the numbers, so we've got 20 and 8 and 1 is 29. 20 and 8 is 28 and 1 is 29. 2 and 9 is 11. 11 is the master number of service. So you're helping yourself and others by listening to the symbols and taking them in and reading them and making changes as a result. You'll be far more abundant and your life will be beautiful like his. So have a lovely day. Please hit the subscribe button on this channel and share the video if you like it. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.